Welcome to my channel, An Author's Tale. My name is Dakar. This channel will be like a book of thoughts. I'm a very open-minded individual, thinking way outside of the box. My imagination is like the universe, ever expanding. This book channel, some of which is written in a poetic way, will delve into spirituality and the benefits and downfalls of human emotions. It will speak of the beauties and wonders of life and the mysteries and dark halls that shadow them. Ultimately, this channel inspires us to rebuild our moral compass, uprooting the past with seeds of love and wisdom. Change starts at home and internally if we examine our own biases and actively work to challenge and unlearn false thought patterns. We can then begin to change the world, not just for some, but for all people. This channel will be an open book, a safe place for your thoughts too, if you choose to. You will bear witness to the thoughts in my mind. Journey with me as we grow together. What is Source? The essence that pulses within our mortal veins that embodies the stillness of dawn where the world awakes. This is the breath of Source, which is a gentle breeze that takes. It is a whisper through the leaves that caresses the air. It's that divine essence beyond compare. Within the rustle of branches and the powerful roar of streams, it's the voice of Source. This is a very sacred theme. Source is an energy that carries the scent of flowers in bloom. This is a royal symphony of life, dispelling gloom. A mortal's tribal dance of flames in the flicker of light. The dance of Source, a ritual of eternal's right. It warns the soul, it fans the fire, a divine spark, lifting us higher. Beyond the silence of night where stars softly gleam, flows the breath of power's whispers, a tranquil dream. It speaks of peace, it speaks of grace, it speaks of a timeless presence in every space. So let us pause and feel the divine. Within the breath of God, let our spirits align. With Source's gentle touch, we find our way, guided by love, come what may. Like the two souls born from nature's womb. Adam, crafted from dust's embrace, and Eve from a rib with gentle grace. Within the lush orchards they danced and played, underneath the sun's golden cascade. Their innocence was pure and their hearts were entwined. Within paradise's embrace, their love was defined. But temptation's whisper, it was a serpent's hiss that led them astray into the forbidden abyss. They tasted knowledge from the fruits forbidden, their innocence was lost, and their fate was written. Cast from Eden's oasis, the two wandered far, beneath the weight of sin's harsh scars. Yet, in their exile, they found love's light, to guide them through the darkest nights. Their story lives on within ancient lore. It's a tale of love, temptation, mysteries, and more. Adam and Eve, though they did fall within their love's embrace, they did find it all. A bond unbreakable, tried and true, their love endured a test of time, and that's the truth. Though stained with sin, they still ventured forth, facing trials and tribulations near and far. Adam and Eve, in paradise lost, found redemption in love, no matter the cost. In the Garden of Eden, there was a serpent. This serpent, or Lucifer in serpent form, is a master of deception, who tempted Adam and Eve with forbidden knowledge, leading to their original sin, the shelling of their spirit form, their light bodies. Adam and Eve's downfall carried on into our modern age, with the same temptations in the form of propaganda, a more sophisticated form of deception. It manipulates information, distorts the truth, and clouds judgment, leading people down a path of misinformation and division. Like the serpent, propaganda often disguises itself as truth. It can be found in the news, social media, and even government situations. It is used to promote particular ideologies, to discredit and incite fear and hatred. New religions are dangerous for many reasons. They can exacerbate social divisions, creating an atmosphere of distrust or hostility, inspiring people to embrace extremist ideologies, and a hunger for violence. Spiritually, the main reason is we were advised not to do so. New religions are forbidden fruit. Those sucked in have bitten the apple of forbidden knowledge, continuing that same stubborn streak of Adam and Eve, disobeying the command not to eat from the tree of good and evil, accepting again the original sin and the fall of man, inheriting extra plagues of humanity. We are unfortunately in constant birth pains and walk daily paths through thorns and thistles. Our eyes have the ability to perceive beyond the physical world. They are not limited by the constraints of the material realm. While our eyes typically only see what is directly in front of us, Our eyes also have the capacity to see beyond the surface level of reality and pierce into a transcendent realm of collective consciousness within this human experience. When an individual taps into that deeper understanding of this world, they realize we are all light bodies in different color temples serving the same purpose, to spiritually ascend. We understand that in this realm of women and men, there should be no hierarchy. Like ants, we all play our role and serve a purpose. We as a collective should understand the value in monotheism and the power therein, and that no one is above another, nor is granted any greater purpose than another, because all temples are precious and endowed with the same amount of energy from Source. We are all a piece to this grand puzzle, and a special secret to the mysteries of life. We should understand that one's allegiance to a creed does not denote one's measure of spirituality, but that our measure of spirituality starts within our Creator-given temple, within that mystery of tongues. Hatred towards anyone is ultimately a reflection of self-hatred. We are all born the same way, with the same basic needs and desires. We may talk and think differently, but at our core, we are all human, with the capacity for all the same emotions. It is common for us to be biased based on history learned from family, schools, and past experiences through interactions, regardless of race. Our past history shapes our beliefs, attitudes, and perceptions, which influence how we view and interact with others. Despite the progress that has been made in terms of equality and acceptance in society, there are still individuals who harbor hate and prejudice in their hearts. While overt displays of racism, sexism, and other forms of discrimination may have become less socially acceptable, these feelings can still manifest in subtle ways. Someone may claim to be accepting and open-minded, but still hold on to stereotypes or biases that influence their thoughts and actions. They make offhanded comments or jokes that perpetuate harmful stereotypes, or treat certain individuals differently based on their race or other characteristics. Those subtle forms of hatred can be just as damaging as more overt forms, as they can keep in existence systemic inequalities and contribute to a culture of discrimination and exclusion. Change starts at home and internally. If we examine our own biases and actively work to challenge and unlearn hatred, we can then begin to change the world, not just for some, but for all people, unbiasedly. You are an amazing individual. You, my friend, are the face of change. I know you believe this, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't. Tell someone you love them today. Also, give someone a hug who might need one. The smallest acts can make the biggest difference in someone's life, and every day you are part of that process. Thank you for listening, beautiful soul. I see you.